Angry-free people. Does such a term even exist? How is it possible never to get angry? Is it possible to constantly and always be calm and happy and never to get upset? And we learn from our sages that angry-free people don't exist. In other words, people who are never angry. We feel anger. What do we do with it? However, we must know that eradicating anger or having that as a goal in and of itself is definitely helpful to us on so many levels, physically, psychologically, emotionally, and it'll help us thrive in many ways and become successful people in many ways and be healthy spiritually, emotionally, and physically. And definitely it is possible. Now, there's no such thing as an anger-free person because Hashem, our God, gave us emotions, and we have to feel these emotions in order to learn about ourselves. Okay, why does this make me angry? Why does this make me happy? Why am I impatient when this happens? So, anger is an umbrella for lots of different types of emotions: anxiety, frustration, jealousy, being upset, being anxious, being worried, right? These are all synonyms of anger. They all go under the umbrella of anger. And the good thing is, once you learn how to reduce one of these components, you really lessen all of them. However, the best type of angry person does exist. There's 4 levels, but I'm going to just talk to you briefly about the 2 opposites, and then I'm going to share with you 10 benefits of angry-free people, and what they enjoy. 10 benefits angry-free people enjoy. By angry-free, in this video, I mean they have an extremely low tolerance of anger. So the worst type of angry person is the one who is actually easily angered, and it takes them a very long time to forgive somebody. The best type of angry person has a low tolerance of anger. It takes them a very long time to get angry. They do get angry, or they feel the anger, but it takes them a long time to react with anger. And they also easily forgive people who get them angry, who trigger them to feel angry. I don't like to use the term get me angry or make me happy, because really the choices that we make about these emotions and life events are truly ours. So nobody makes us anything. But for the sake of this video, just for us to understand what it's all about, we have to understand that anger is really our choice. Happiness is our choice. So there's 10 benefits that people who have a low tolerance of anger, they truly, truly enjoy. Okay. Number 1, they enjoy happiness. Now, happiness is a basic human right. Anger is the enemy of happiness. Most people live their lives with anger, not happiness. Yet, it's interesting because we seek happiness. We seek happiness in our lives. We seek our lives to become easier and better. However, a lot of the times the happiness that we seek is short term. That new dress, that new car, a house renovation, a trip here and there, things that we need, an upgrade on our phone, a new phone case, little things like that. They're all short term, okay? So what's longer term is the intrinsic happiness that we have within ourselves. You can't be angry and happy at the same time, right? Anger enslaves us and limits our freedom. Once you develop your spiritual potential, you will reduce the anger in your life and make room for real happiness. So when we develop ourselves spiritually, as we will learn later on, we will have an opportunity to reduce the anger in our lives significantly and invite more happiness, calmness, and tranquility. Okay, so number 1 is angry-free people enjoy true happiness. Number 2, they enjoy physical health and appearance. True inner peace is radiant. There's no makeup in the world that can give a person a serene, luminous aura than a tranquil mind bestows. So when you have a tranquil, calm, serene mind, you are truly beautiful. People are beautiful who are smiling and happy. We know that. Research shows that the more we eradicate anger from our lives, the less we suffer from a great range of health problems. So this is based on research, scientific research done, that people with high levels of anger suffer 300% more heart attacks than people with low levels of anger. They also suffer 75% higher incidence of coronary artery disease, as well as 50% of them have a higher risk of stroke. So it's worth it for us to really dedicate our lives to the betterment of our health by obviously what we can control. The only thing we can control is our emotions, our reactions to life, and hopefully with this awareness, we'll be able to become people of a low tolerance for anger. Okay, number three. Number three is better mental health. By reducing our anger, we remove anxiety and frustration, which cause depression. Anger prone people are nervous, jumpy, and rarely relax. They are also controlling, they're perfectionists, they're edgy, they're intruding, and they're worried. Excessive wear and tear on the nervous system cripples both personal performance and quality of life. Once we reduce our anger, we will enjoy being calmer and happier people. Now, Hashem created us. He knows how our body functions. He knows how our mental and physical health functions. He created us. He gave us a blueprint. And the blueprint is to live spiritual lives. By living spiritual lives, you will be less and less angry. You will have less incidences of anger, more true happiness and inner peace. So we know that Hashem created us in our bodies, and our body functions a certain way. So we need to treat our body right, mentally and physically, in order to keep it healthy. So number four, improved clarity and focus. Anger causes a contraction of blood flow to the brain and a surge of hormones. As a result, this hurts the process of clear thinking. Instead, instinctive and impulsive reactions occur. We know that people who are constantly angry, they act impulsively. They don't think, and then unfortunately they oftentimes regret what they did. I wasn't thinking. So people who are thinking, who are calmer, happier, they actually have clarity and more focus. This instinctive and impulsive behavior can be dangerous and can result in hurtful decision making. When anger is reduced, you will enjoy clarity of thought, judgment, and rational decision making. Number five, personal effectiveness. You will become more efficient in all of your endeavors, personal, professional. So there's a saying that if you want something done, ask a busy person. Because a busy person they don't have time to get angry. Busy people don't have time to get upset. They don't focus on the little things. And the big wake up call is most of life is little things. They're trivial things that really just don't matter. Somebody didn't invite us to a party. Somebody insulted you. Somebody didn't say good morning to you. Your neighbor didn't return the favor you did. You're late for work because of your children. They forgot something. You had to go back home. And these are little things that eventually a person just realizes just doesn't matter. We just have to let go. So people who are efficient are busy people. They have personal effectiveness. They let things go. They let the little things go. They have a wide threshold of okayness. As Rabbi Abraham Twersky of blessed memory taught, and Rabbi Zelik Pliskin as well, they have a wide threshold of okayness. Everything is okay. More things are okay. It's okay. It's not a big deal. This is okay too. They're not perfectionists. It's easy to be around them. Okay, so the more efficient and effective you are, the more opportunity you have to express and utilize your potential. Okay, number six, you are much more popular. People naturally gravitate towards happy people. Oftentimes, people will change jobs because of an angry employer, even though the job is right next to them. They'd rather travel far because they like where they work. Or they live far from relatives. They're willing to move states just because they don't want to live next to angry relatives. Or they'll move locations. Anger is the number one enemy to quality interpersonal relationships since it destroys communication. And good relationships are built on effective, positive communication. Okay. Number 7, better income. The person with a better personality will most likely get promotion than that of their angry coworker with similar skills, and often well-liked, tranquil people do better than angry colleagues with superior professional skills. In other words, an employer will rather hire you because you're so well-liked than a person with better professional skills, but they're angry and they're difficult to be around. Okay, number 8, heightened spiritual sensitivity. The human spirit is housed in the brain. Your spirit, your soul, is in your brain. Basic mental functions reduces one's potential for spiritual awareness. So if we're not functioning mentally in a healthy way, there's no way we could develop ourselves spiritually. Also, if someone's God is anger, in other words, they're a slave to their anger. They're always angry. They're always edgy. They're always upset and irritated. Then that person is idolizing anger. That's their idol worship, anger. And you can't have two gods. So in other words, you're not close to God because you have anger as your idol worship. You already have a God of anger. Spiritual awareness is the quality that makes humans superior to other creatures. We are different than animals because we have spiritual awareness. We are people who speak. We have a closeness to our Creator. We're able to think. Animals act on instinct, and they cannot be accountable for their actions because they're animals. They don't know any better. They know that when they're hungry, they need to destroy everything and eat. Well, I have a choice. When I'm hungry, I need to make sure the food is coming from the right place. The food is clean. The food is kosher, right? So we want to make sure that we understand the difference between animals and human beings. We are not animals. We think before we act, and that's important to become a person with low tolerance for anger. And number 10 is my own thought. Angry free people or people who have low tolerance for anger have a healthy self-esteem and they have self-love. What do I mean by healthy self-esteem? They do respect themselves. They love themselves, not because they are arrogant, but because they know that they are only a person and they make mistakes and they forgive themselves easily and they're only human. And because they love themselves and forgive themselves easily, their own self, they're able to do the same for other people. They know that other people who make mistakes can't make them angry because they're only people. And they know that everything comes from Hashem. Everything that's meant to happen to them is the best thing possible. And the people are really just agents, messengers of Hashem to make things happen in their lives the way they do. So because I forgive myself easily, I can therefore forgive other people easily, have quality relationships, and only then can I develop my spiritual awareness. A person cannot be close to God if they are not respecting themselves, forgiving themselves, loving themselves, and then forgiving and loving other people, and then only then can they be close to God. So we must understand that emotions come from the soul. The soul is part of the human mind, and the soul thrives on spirituality. Spiritual development is needed for a true peace of mind. In this way, you will have true happiness and you will have true inner peace. Leah Abramov, Being a Becoming, awakening awareness of your greatness and potential. We are appreciating the insights of Rabbi Lazer Brody in his book, Trail of Tranquility. May we be successful in becoming people of low tolerance for anger and have true inner peace and happiness. Leah Abramov, being and becoming, awakening awareness of your greatness and potential.